This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. We're looking at a one-lander here in Pioneer Curious. 2 fatal pushes, go for the throat. This Fable, will it dig us out? Will we draw lands? No, we gotta ship it. 2-lander, okay. A little bit of removal, a lot of removal. Got the 1 threat. I think we're going to put that on the bottom. I mean, not really. That's getting rid of a piece of removal might be our downfall if we're up against a deck looking to go wide with creatures, but we do want to have some threat, and this way we're set up for kill a threat, plot. Looks like we're up against maybe mono red burn or whatever that's using the new, relatively new slick shot show off, perhaps. So putting that piece of removal to the bottom makes me sad. However, we do have a lot more removal to draw. We don't have any threats, so that's good. All right, Magda the Hoardmaster is great for us. For our last opponent, we do take a while, as we think. So I can see why opponents can get all tired. So I'll see what they're up to. We can get a conversation going. Sure, Magic Online. All patch recruit. Trample. Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control other than that creature. Nice. What do we take to... I think I should have probably... Anyway, So we would have... So that was a mistake last turn. We should have went ahead and shocked ourselves to go for the throat so that we had this play set up this turn. We were going to take 2 no matter what. Magda, we can fatal push something. Yeah, I think that's the way our hand is shaping up. We're going to be a little bit off of our game plan. Next turn we can go for the throat, but we can't plot Stingerback Terror. So we're like 1 mana off, and if we had done the shock, go for the throat, play with fire. Yeah, fine. Get rid of that. Man, I like that card though. Maybe we should think about that card in our Emperor Bones deck. I think you know, that is a way to, other than, yep. So not taking 2 to shock ourselves to have something to do is now leading us to taking 6. We at least have the treasure token. So now our plan is a little bit better. We're going to be able to plot the Stingerback Terror, go for the throat on this. It's not an artifact, is it? Enchantment creature. Just behind the curve here. All right, well, see if they can kill us dead on this next turn. I mean, it looks like they have quite a bit of combat pump spells and tricks, so they may be able to just go off and kill us this turn. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened. Hopefully that's coming back. I don't think things die. If a creature dealt damage this turn by a source you control would die, exile it instead. I don't think they did anything to get rid of our Stingerback Terror, did they? Hopefully it will come back. Okay, good. Forgot that the plotted ability just allows us to cast Stingerback Terror. And we could have Thought Seize this turn, so that's a mistake. Maybe a mistake. I think Thought Seizing probably would have been the right move, but our life total is relevant. I don't know what our opponent is up to, but it is something that has a lot of burn and reach. But we could have done all that different and still been able to go empty-handed down to 9. I just don't know if 9 is where we want to be at. It's not modern burn by any means, but it's still something where I'm a little bit scared of what our opponent can do. Now we can cast anything we draw. Yeah, Ramunat Bruins, yeah. So we were going to be able to cast anything we drew. We're not going to get to see what we're going to draw, doesn't look like. All right, so our opponent, what do we want to bring in? Maybe the Shieldrids. Looks like they are, just going to be weak to removal. So we can go for the throats. Take out our fables. Thoughtseize could be good in the right spots, but maybe we just want to go all in on removal. Down one Thoughtseize maybe. All right, well, we got a little bit of life gain in Shieldred, and we are now. So we're just hoping to find lands and removal spells, and then draw into threats. That's what we want to see. 3 lands, removal spells, 3 removal spells, and a threat. There we go. 3. That's what we would like to see in our opening 7. Opponent just kind of looked like they ran out of gas. I imagine they had a handful of pump spells with no creatures, and we was going to be like 11 points of damage on board. Definitely interesting. I mean, it's like I don't get to play Magic full time by any means, and this is my second match they scooped so early. It's just interesting how and I haven't played in a few days. I didn't get to play over the weekend because I was with the kids, and then I was doing my other job the first 2 days of the week. And it's just really interesting how we do have some removal. We do have the Eye of the Soul Cauldron. I'm going to keep it on the back of our 1 Fatal Push that we can't cast till turn 2. It's going to be fine. It's interesting how quickly you can get rusty and feel like you're behind on just making small mistakes, right? And like those small mistakes are enough to add up to make a big difference in winning or losing. Alright, so we made another land drop, which is good, because we're now on course to cast our dragons. We would like to just draw some more removal spells at this point. So last time they didn't even have a creature to follow this up with. So we'll see what they have this time. Slick Shot, Show Off, yeah, that's the new hotness. So we'd love to hit another removal spell here. Really just run a removal spell is perfect. And it's a 2-mana one even. So we definitely are happy about that. So we're going to ideally we're just hitting our opponent's creatures for the next few turns into expensive tastes, into multiple dragons to hold down the fort that way. Comes the old show off. And a Swift Spear. Clear blockers. What do we do here? Force our opponent's hand, take a little bit of damage. Probably should have just killed this no matter what. It saves us a point of damage, perhaps. Maybe they have protection spell. Looks like they're going to have protection spell. Snakeskin Veil, I love it. So they actually spared us some damage by doing that. Man, I love Snakeskin Veil so much. Alright, well, we want another removal spell, please. Magda, Hoardmaster. Will this be enough? Do they have another Snakeskin Veil? That would make me very sad. They do not. Alright. Got us the treasure token. Now what we can do if we survive, they're going to get to 3 cards. We're at 15. That's could be worse. Could be worse. I mean, we can play a Cavern of Souls. Paw Patch. Yeah, that's a good one. With Offspring. So they're going to grow some things. So we're under a lot of pressure. Maybe we should have brought in the, what is this now? It's just a 2/2? Interesting. Why didn't they? Oh, it's whenever it becomes a target. Okay. So we're going to take that. So what we're going to want to do here, a Fatal Push is good. I'm going to say we can play both Cauldron and Decadent and Expensive Tastes. But we have to do the treasure token for that. Okay. So that would be bad for us, because then they get see what we find off of our opponent. Lands. So our opponent's feeling pretty good right now, I think. We got 2 useless lands off of their deck. Yeah, Brotherhood's End might have been is obviously a card we would be interested in bringing in at this point. All out attack. I think we're just taking it. Could have just blocked there at least, but I think we got to take a hit here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 7. It's really not great. Each opponent deals 2 damage. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That is a big one for us. For them, I mean. I think it might still be too much. I think they're still their last card, man. One of their last cards. I think we're still dying to an Atarka's Command. And if we can survive, we can play some dragons to get a dragon off of Magda, play a dragon, and try to hold down the fort that way. But I think we're going to be at like, yeah, we're just going to be very close to dead. Down to 10. And then 8, 6, 5. I mean, we might be at 2, and then the Remnant Ruins finishes us off. We'll see. We'll see where we're at by the end of this. Three, 6, 8, and we're dead. If they draw a land, Outreach is dead. Okay, my math. You can see my math is pretty good. All right, so that was that's one reason we have Brotherhood's End in the deck. So maybe we take out Go for the Throats to make room for that. All right. Well, we've played this version of, or this type of deck before, and it's fast, consistent. The key is to keep the deck battlefield clean. We were unable to do that, so definitely some sequencing issues there. I think. Well, anyway, we just want to find removal and dragons, and here we have 4 lands, some removal. To answer some of their threats. We're gonna keep it. It's hard because we don't have anything between removal spells and a Goldspan Dragon, so we need to draw some things, but we also do have 2 removal spells to help keep the battlefield clean. So if our opponent is light on creatures, there's a chance that we can just. It doesn't look like they're going to be, but there's a chance we'll just kill everything that they have before they can, and then leave them with a handful of pump spells and nothing to do with them. Okay, we would really like to not draw any more lands. Man, deck, why? 4 land hand and then just 2 lands off the top. Definitely feels like this happens a lot in Magic, where you keep a 4-lander and you draw land, or you keep a 2-lander and draw action, action, action. Action. All right, that's a really good draw for us. That's a good draw for us. That gives us something to do at the end of their turn. Seek the Beast. I love Seek the Beast. So Atarka's Command isn't at its greatest, but at its best when you have to cast it, but it's still 3 damage to us. Okay, I like where we're at a little bit better now. They're incentivized to cast Atarka's Command. There's 3 damage, you can put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay. So they're going to do some ramping because they don't have anything else to do. They shocked the Stomping Ground hand. Interesting. Stole one of their flick shot show offs. That's nice. That's really nice. And we got a Magda. What we can do is Magda, but they have a kill spell up for it. So we can Magda and then Fatal Push. And anyway, I think we're just gonna end up casting this dragon. So unlike Questing Druid, we get these cards for the rest of the game. And if our opponent has a way to kill this, hopefully it takes at least 2 spells to do so. But pick your poison could be in their sideboard. At which point we would be sad. Because we really want to be able to attack, get a treasure token, play the Magda, Fatal Push this thing, have the treasure token open for Chandra's defeat. Sigh. Okay, fair enough. But we're set up to do a Goldspan Dragon this turn. And hopefully this will be pretty good, because when if they do have a kill spell, we can Snakeskin Veil. After they target it. So now we have a little bit of, well, we have a lot actually. I think I like where we're at right now against our opponent can win out of nowhere, that's for sure. But right now we have their Snakeskin Veil to protect our Goldspan Dragon. Another Seek the Beast. We have a Fatal Push to kill something if they go all in on pumping one creature to try to hit us down to dead. Looks like they just hit 2 lands, which could be good for us. And we have Magda the Hoardmaster to cast, then Fatal Push something, or Agatha Soul Cauldron, grow the Goldspan, get treasure tokens in order to get more dragons. And we have their Slick Shot Show Off. So yeah, I feel like at 15 life, they're at 9. We have multiple threats, multiple answers. A protection spell we stole from them. Just so beautiful. I feel like this game is ours to win, and if we lose it, it's probably because of us. Something we do. They do have this Den of the Bugbear that can start attacking. And this guy is now getting big. Swift Spear, yeah. I don't want to just, so it could be 5, we'll go to 10. I definitely don't want to do any of this, use this treasure token in case they have another Chandra's Defeat. Because you can crack it for 2 mana, but it's the 2 mana the same, so we couldn't do Fatal Push and Snakeskin Veil with that mana. Monstrous Rage. So they're going for it. It's a 5/5. They're going to attach that. Yep. Now we're going to 5. Can we take a hit like that? Do we have to burn our treasure to have a chance? So we go to 5. We can hit them. I think we take it. I think we can kill them with their own Slick Shot Show Off. I mean, they may have another kill spell, at which point we would be sad. How do we lose? We need to have green, and we need so now we're gonna cast Magda, I think. We will play that. See what our opponent does. Man, what a game. I mean, if their last spell is a kill spell, then yeah, we're in trouble because they can respond to whatever we're doing to kill something. And then they don't die. So this is it. I mean, we've played ourselves into a place where we can try to kill them. Hopefully we don't click right through this because we still want to do this. We get another treasure token. That's sweet. So now they're going to go for their kill. They're going to kill the slick shot show off. Yep. I guess that was a mistake on our part. They would have been able to do it no matter what. But by targeting it, we get a counter and another treasure. What a game. What an interesting game this has turned out to be. They're down to 2. Now we make a Scorpion Dragon token. We play a land, and we hope that they don't have a way to trample or kill one of our creatures. But they have this thing. Man, alright, we're in trouble, I think. If they go all in on the Den of the Bugbear, they may have to kill themselves to do it. It costs 4, and these, I guess they can do it colorless though. So 1 red, 3 colorless. We block, go to 1. I mean, what a fun game. This is like one of those racing games. We've gotten really lucky, and we were able to manage the bot. The light where we were at, we took that one big hit where we could have fatal pushed instead, and saved our life total a little bit. But now we're in a position where we have the 2 blockers thanks to having the fatal push. If we had used the fatal push before the Magda, we wouldn't have gotten the treasure token. I can't remember. Maybe we already had the Magda out. Either way, that could have been a line we did where we did fatal push something and try to preserve our life total. Opponent's really thinking they must. If they have a kill spell, we're dead. If they're going in on the Den of the Bugbear, and their last card is, I mean, there's a variety of ways they win. If their last card is like a play with fire. All right, well they have. This is the game. This guy's hitting for 4. This guy's hitting for currently 2. When it dies, it has trample. When it dies, we lose a life. So I think we are probably dead no matter what. So we will go block, block, go down to 2, and if they have a pump spell, we're dead. So they have 2 cards in hand. If we kill this, though, we lose a life. So if they have, I think this might be the better play, but I could be wrong. And they have a pump spell. So if we had blocked here, we would have taken 3, 4, and then when this thing died, we would have lost a life. So now we're dead to damage. Wow, what a game. Fun games. All right, well, GG's. That was definitely fun. I feel like maybe we could have done things a little differently. Definitely sideboarded differently with Brotherhood's End and for game 2 instead of not bringing it in. I could be wrong about that. That might be the Wicked Roll token. Well, if that's the case, then I definitely misplayed. I should have Googled it first. So if it's the Wicked Roll token that I think when they die, yeah, it's that's frustrating. So the monstrous roll token doesn't do anything when it dies. So that's my fault because we should have blocked there, and then we would have taken 3 and 1, and then gone to 4, and then they would have done the Snakeskin Veil to give a counter on it, and then punched in the last damage. So I think we were dead no matter what. However, I need to remember what that card does, because sometimes that might matter. All right, for CyclesGaming.com, this is Johnny Cycles. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Another edition of Pioneer Curious. Thanks for watching. This is Johnny Cycles with CyclesGaming.com. If you haven't already, please check out my website where you can read about my various commander brews, watch gameplay of my modern jank, and read my science fiction fantasy novel, The Podkind, that I'm publishing serially. And if you enjoy my content, please check me out on YouTube, Johnny Cycles. Click that subscribe button. Everybody counts. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.